Hopefully you guys can hear. Yep, should be able to hear. Come on in here. Welcome in, TikTok. To the TikTok, you don't stop. To the TikTok, you don't stop. To the TikTok, you don't stop. Hello. Hey, Holder. All right, let me see if I can get my Facebook live set up. If I can get my Facebook set up, then we'll be all to go. Okay? Y'all come on in. It's your girl, LaShonda. We're definitely not going to be on as long as we were on last night, but we got to get the workout in. Y'all come on in. Share the live out. Share the live to at least 5 people. You know there's somebody you know that has been intending to work out for the longest time. And they haven't done it. And why is my Chromebook not wanting to plug up? Well, it was plugged up. It should have been charged up this entire time. Was it not? Yes, it's been plugged up for the longest. For the longest time. All right, let me see if I need to plug it up, y'all. That's probably what's wrong with it. Welcome in, TikTok. Welcome in, YouTube. Hey, you guys. It's me. It's LaShonda. Welcome in. Y'all come in, hit the like button, share the live out, get some more folks to come on in. We're going to get started very shortly. Oh, I could have just plugged it in right here. I don't know why I had to go all around the world when I got a whole strip right here. Let me see, is the battery? I was trying to see if I could actually. Okay. Seems like it was wanting to do something. I have another laptop that I could go live on, but I wanted to be able to connect my microphone. And I've had this laptop over here plugged up. It should have been charged up. Maybe it wasn't charging. I don't know. So there's that. So I'm just going to have to use the original one. And that'll give me time to, that'll just give me time to order some more mics. I have a microphone that will actually fit this, but I was hoping that this one would be sufficient. Let me just plug it back up over here, you guys. Okay. What we got planned tonight, you guys, is a little bit lightweight compared to last night. Last night, we were lifting weights and walking the 30 minutes. And prior to that, okay, let me just turn you guys around so y'all can see what I'm doing so I'm not off camera because I'm right here. But I'm just trying to get my Facebook live stream together so you guys will be able to see me do that. All right. Welcome in, you guys. Make sure you are hitting the like button and also share the live out to at least 5 people. Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome, welcome. Welcome once, welcome twice. Welcome in the name of Jesus Christ. All right, and let me go ahead and turn. I don't want no issues with copywriting. All right, let me do something. Let me shut this down. What I should have done last night when I ended the live last night, I should have restarted the computer. Do you guys know that if you're ever using a computer like for work, when you're done for the day, as you're getting after you clock out, if you have to clock out, if you don't clock out, just when you're done for the day, go ahead and restart your computer so that it comes back up to the Control Alt Delete screen. And that way, whenever you come back the next day, your computer will be refreshed. All of the programs, all of the RAM, all of the programs that run in the background, all of those will have restarted and refreshed. So there's a little bit of a tip for you guys who, are corporate people and you work from a laptop. Just your IT person will thank you if you at the end of your day, restart your computer, let it come back up. You don't have to sit there and wait for it to restart because it might be updating, but just hit the restart button and let it do its thing. Let it update, let it refresh, and eventually it will come back to the Alt Delete screen, the Control Alt Delete screen where you can log back in. Don't log back in, go home because you're at the end of your day. But your IT people will be grateful that you have learned that little trick. And that's something that I learned a long time ago working in corporate America, is that you need to restart your computer. Whenever you have any issues with your computer, one of the first things that your IT person will do is check to see when was the last time your computer cycled. So do them a favor and restart your computer every day at the end of your shift or at the end of your day. That way, everything is fresh, everything is pretty much brand new whenever you are uh, getting that started. And while I wait to get my Facebook Live, I can go ahead and start putting on some of my things because this computer apparently is going to take forever. Let me do a few things. Let me go over a few housekeeping things as well. So, hold on, let me take the mirroring off because I'm going to show you guys some stuff. All right, so Welcome in. Hello, hello, hello. Good evening. It's me. It's your girl, LaShonda, and I live in Charlotte, North Carolina. I go live every single day, and I walk for at least 30 minutes on my walking pad. I started on May 28th with a challenge for myself, and that challenge was to move my body more than I've ever been moving. And I did that because I found myself going through a bit of a sedentary lifestyle, and working out and keeping your body healthy is actually a lifestyle. So I said, you know what? I have been really, really poor at taking care of my body as of late. So let me go ahead and do this. And on May 28th, 2026, I made a decision to commit to walking at least 30 minutes every day. So that challenge went from May 28th to June 26th. And then I started a new challenge that I would not only walk for 30 minutes, but that I would lift. But let me back up. A little bit of a housekeeping rules here. I'm not going to wait until somebody says anything offensive. Not that anybody has said anything thus far, but I do want you guys to know that this is not a space for offensive language or offending people, including myself. I am not one of those people that will will let people just do whatever in the comments. I have a couple of moderators. If they come in, they'll be able to watch some stuff for me. But you guys feel free that if you see somebody posting something in the comments that is offensive to you or to me or to anybody else in the community or in any community, be sure and and report their message, and you can feel free to also go ahead and block them. And I will do the same if I catch it. If I catch anyone being offensive in the comments, doing anything crazy in the comments, I am going to block you, delete you, mute you, um, and report you as well. The first thing I'll do is report you, and then I'll make sure to go and block you. All right. So be nice in the comments. This is a judge free zone. If you feel like judging, keep it to yourself. It is not that kind of a party. All right. Now, welcome in. You guys are welcome to make comments. I greatly appreciate everyone who comes in day after day. I am going to be live from July 1st to July 30th. Today is July 10th. I just got a couple of more hours before my birthday. So I'm only going to be 46 for the next couple of hours. And you guys are going to help me um, celebrate these last few hours of being 46, because I will be 47 at midnight. And I am grateful to be alive. I'm grateful to be happy. I'm grateful to be healthy, able to walk and speak and move around and actually have a pretty peaceful life. So I'm grateful to God for that. I'm grateful to my husband. I'm grateful to my family for, all of their prayers and help that they have afforded me. So uh, what I'm going to do tonight is, first, I've got that resistance band with the pedal that I didn't get to last night because I started catching some cramps in my feet. My husband, my lovely husband, actually gave me a foot massage in the bed last night, and that helped the cramps go away. So I didn't have any problems. I did make sure to take all of my supplements today. So I think what I'll probably do, you guys, is go ahead and talk about all of the supplements that I take. I think I want to do that first before I do anything else, so that you guys can get a chance to see all of the different vitamins and supplements that I take on a daily basis. Okay. I hope that's all right. Y'all come on in. Eventually, I will get to the 30 minutes of walking. I'm going to try my best to go live on Facebook as well. You can actually do this in one with using one software. It's called StreamYard. The only thing with using StreamYard though is that you have to pay for the upgraded version to like save all of your lives and stuff. And so that's the only thing. And I used to pay for it and then I wasn't using it. So I may get it again, but for now I'm using like 3 different devices. Welcome in YouTube. You guys hit the like button. I don't know what's going on with my comments. I haven't been able to see comments in a long time on YouTube. Hold on. Okay. So I should be able to see all of y'all's comments on YouTube. All right. So let me go ahead. If you didn't know, today is day 10 of my Jubilant July challenge. I've been calling it Jubilant July for the alliteration. Um, but it is a happy time. I'm, getting back in the habit of working out. Okay, so let me put my title on the Facebook. Jubilant July workout challenge day 10. Okay, so we're walking and chatting from July 1st through July 30th, 2026. And we're streaming live on TikTok and YouTube. You know what? Doing this so often, you guys, you know what's starting to happen? What's starting to happen is that I don't dread it. I'm going to be honest with you and tell you that the first, probably, I don't know. Hey, Anna Carolina, welcome in. Probably the first couple of weeks of doing this, at least within the first 30 days, I'll just say that there was times that I just really did not feel like doing it. I was fatigued, but I was also just like dreading it. When you are so accustomed to just knocking off work and then just sitting on the couch and doing nothing for like a long period of time, it's so easy to continue to do that, y'all. So, yeah. Okay, why can't I save this? Okay, so it's saving it. All right, y'all. So, okay, we're using the webcam. I just wish I had some more options, like maybe, okay, there we go. Mhm. Okay, we're not going to we're not going to make it too fancy. We'll figure this out. I'm one of those people, I honestly, that I would rather welcome in Facebook. Okay, so Facebook has joined the party, you guys. All right. So let me face you guys towards all of my equipment. And I really, again, forgot to get my total gym out of the storage so that I could show you guys. And you know what? Maybe I could actually put this over here so I could actually look in the same direction. How about that? Okay. All right. Hopefully everybody is able to see. And I think everybody is. Okay, welcome in. I'm live streaming on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. Y'all welcome in. And my name is LaShonda. I live in Charlotte, North Carolina. I go live every single day and I work out in different ways. From July 1st through July 30th, I will be walking on my walking pad for 30 minutes. This is my walking pad. It's a Zen Active walking pad that I got from TikTok. And it's actually, pretty useful. It's a walking pad. It goes up to like 5.0. And I usually only go like maybe 1.0, 1.5, maybe 2.0. It just depends on, how my feet are feeling and all of that. But every other day, I will be lifting weights. I have a 20-pound dumbbell, and I keep saying but my husband has a 20-pound dumbbell here. So I'm just going to use his dumbbell to do arm exercises. And if you are someone who lifts, then you already know that you should actually lift uh, every other day. So like, or you can alternate. So you do arm day, then you do leg day. I don't have any weights that would be something that I could lift my legs with. So every other day, if you guys join me, whether it's on Facebook, YouTube, or TikTok, I will be lifting every other day on my. Oh, hold on, y'all. Facebook won't do right for nothing. Hold on. Oh, it was just something else coming up. And I don't have that, and I'm gonna hold on, y'all. It wants me to close these other applications because they use a lot of RAM. So bear with me while I close these other programs because it does not like it at all. Okay, that's that one. Let me close this guy. And I actually went back, y'all, and looked at my Facebook. I watched a few seconds of the Facebook and it seemed like it was pretty fine. So, all right. Okay, so again, I'm going to be walking on my walking pad for 30 minutes every single day. Statistics show that people who walk at least 30 minutes every day improve their cardiovascular health and their mental health. Y'all double tap the middle of the screen if you're on TikTok. It's free to do so. Also, share the live out, whether you're on YouTube, Facebook, or TikTok. Share the live out to at least 5 people. There is somebody in your network that keeps talking about they're going to get back in the gym, they're going to join a yoga or Pilates studio, or they're going to renew that gym membership. And what I go live for is accountability for myself, documentation for myself to be healthy, but also to show people that you can actually do your workouts in your own home if you have just a few pieces of equipment. Okay. Again, I have a Zen Active walking pad. This walking pad is actually, it has rollers on it. It doesn't have like the arm bars that a lot of people like. I don't like the arm bars. I like the freedom of being able to, use this. There are some where the arm bars actually fold down and it's pretty, it's not bulky and that's fine. But this one just doesn't have the arm bar. It's actually under the desk portable treadmill. So you could actually, I could move my chair and like put it on my desk and just continue to walk. But this is a Zen Active walking pad. It comes already like this. The only other pieces that come along with it is the power cord and the remote. So if you can find something like this, whether it be on TikTok, Amazon, or on some brand's website, wherever, get you a walking pad, because that'll definitely be something that is helpful to you. I would post this one in my shopping cart on TikTok. However, it's been sold out for at least a couple of weeks. So unfortunately, and I actually did look up when I got this. I actually got this in September of 2024. So this coming September, in 2 months, would actually be 2 years that I have had this, and this has been operational. It's not been too much of a problem. There's some screws on the back of this right here. If the belt, starts to drift to one side or the other, I just take the corresponding screw and screw it to the left or screw it to the right. Or if I want it to go this way, I'll screw this one. Okay. So if I want to make it go this way, I screw this one. If I want to make it go this way, I screw this one. And then it comes with a little bit of oil, like if you need to oil the belt. I haven't really had to oil the belt. It does pretty good. Just be a good steward of your equipment, and it will last you for a good long while. One of the things that you have to do is make sure that the belt doesn't rub up against the edge of the machine. You can hear that. And if you hear that, that's telling you that you need to adjust it. So some little minor adjustments. The screws in here take that little L-shaped device or tool. So you can just turn the screws hither and thither. And that's about it for this. It has some little feet on it, so it's not actually on the floor. And But it has rollers on it, so I generally keep this in my bedroom behind the door. It is small enough and compact enough to where it's not in the way for me, because I'm undiagnosed ADHD. In order for me to use something, I need to have it visible, but I need to have it not be in the way. So putting it behind my door, every time I walk out of my bedroom, I actually see it. So it's visible enough to where I know that I need to use it, but it is um, compact enough to where it fits behind my door. If I actually wanted to slide it up under my bed, I could, but probably if I put it up under my bed, I wouldn't remember that it's under there. But you could put it under your desk, you could put it under your bed, you could put it in your closet, wherever. There's nothing to there's nothing to assemble. It comes like this. So get you one that comes already assembled, where you don't have to do too much to it, doesn't require a whole lot of maintenance, and it'll last for you. Like I said, September of 2026 will be 2 years that I have had this, and it's been working out pretty good. Also, when I ordered it, it came within 7 days. I ordered it like on the 13th, and it came on the 19th. So just to give you an FYI. When it does become available again, I will post it. And I am talking with the brands right now, y'all. Y'all know that I'm a TikTok shop affiliate, which means I get a small commission whenever you guys purchase any items from my live streams or from my shoppable videos on TikTok. I'm working with the brands right now to see if I can actually promote the items and have them available for you on Facebook and on YouTube, so that, for those of you who are not on TikTok, you can still get and utilize some of these products. Okay. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and add a few products to my TikTok live stream shopping cart so that you guys can take advantage. And I think I'm going to use the vanilla sweet sweat tonight. Okay, y'all, I'm just adding the products that I want to show you guys. And then I'm going to go grab them and talk to you guys about these All right, let me add the products in, y'all. I'm still here. I'm still here. I'm going to have to figure out at some point how to make this not give me this message every single time I'm live on Facebook. I don't like that. Okay, let me see, y'all. Maybe I can do something in the settings. It's saying that I need to change the frame. So I'm trying to see if that's something that I can change from this menu that I'm on. Stream, normal. Okay, I'm gonna put it on normal. And then, let's see. Camera controls. Okay, that should make all of the settings act right now. Okay. All right, Facebook, you guys should be good to go right now. Let me finish adding the products that I'm going to talk about tonight. And I promise you guys, we are not going to be on here for a super long time. Hold on. When you're live for so long, uh TikTok makes you verify. Come on. It makes you verify that you are still active. So add that one, add that one, that one. Okay, I think I got everything that I wanted to talk to you guys about. Add it to my shopping cart. So if you're on TikTok, you should be able to see my orange shopping cart below at the bottom of your screen, okay? And what I'm going to do right now is talk about this right here. Hold on, Facebook. Hold on, YouTube. Come on. Now, why is this? There we go. I'm going to pin this. All right, there we go. All right, so if you're on my I feel like I'm going to trip over this because I got it already laid out. So because I'm not going to use it right now. Let me move it out of the way because I do not want to trip on this. All right. Okay, so welcome in if you're just joining. My name is LaShonda. I live in Charlotte, North Carolina. I go live every single day from July 1st to July 30th, and walk on my walking pad for 30 minutes. Every other day, you will find me on the live stream lifting weights. I lifted last night, so I won't be doing that tonight. What I will be doing is a bit of calisthenics. Um, I did not get a chance to use my resistance belt with the pedals because I actually caught some cramps in my feet, and so I stopped. But I have it. It's going to be the first thing that I do. I've got my yoga mat out, and what I'm going to do, and I thought I pinned the thing, but I guess I didn't. All right. So I am a TikTok Shop affiliate, and that means I get a small commission whenever you guys purchase any items from my live stream or from my shoppable videos. And I post a lot of shoppable videos on TikTok. So if you're not already on TikTok, you need to join TikTok and follow me. And if you're on TikTok and you're not following me, go ahead and hit the plus sign in the top left corner of your screen. If you're on YouTube, subscribe to my channel. If you're on Facebook, go ahead and follow me. What you have pinned right now is the Sweet Sweat Workout Enhancer Gel. It comes in a bunch of different flavors, you guys. I'm saying flavors, a bunch of different scents. So this actually is the original. So I was telling you guys this was the unscented. This is actually the original, which does have a little bit of a light scent. So let me show it to all of the cameras. Sweet Sweat Workout Enhancer Gel right here. This is the original. It's the one with the yellow. I think they redid their packaging. It's still in a black tube, but it may not have the yellow writing. It might have gray or either white. And I'm saying that because this is actually the unscented. So you can get it in whatever scent, whatever flavor you actually want, right? Okay, it's the Sweet Sweat Workout Enhancer Gel. This one is the vanilla. Okay, now these are the 6.5 ounce, 6.4 ounce tubes. All of these are the roll-on tubes, but they do come in 13.5 ounce jars. Okay, so this one right here is the citrus mint. Yeah, 13.5. This is the citrus mint. Okay, and then this one is the tropical. And the one that's actually showing in the display, if you are actually watching on TikTok, is the watermelon. I don't have that one, but you can click on that and you can get any scent that you want. Okay. Let me tell you what these do. These actually are amazing. What these do coupled with the trimmers. So I'm going to show you all of the trimmers that I'm going to put on tonight. I'm going to put on my arm trimmers. I'm going to put on my thigh trimmers. And I'm going to put on my waist trimmer tonight. And I'm going to get on my walking pad. But if you have your trimmer, but you don't already have one of these workout enhancer gels, whether it is the 6.4 ounce roll-on tube or the 13.5 ounce jar, whichever you need, and you can click on that straight from the link that I have pinned. If you want the 6.4 ounce roll-on tube, get that. If you want the 13.5 ounce jar, get that. Okay, they all actually smell good. The unscented one just doesn't have a scent, but I have used, and they all work the same. Okay, I have used this tropical one. You can see it's been dug out. This citrus mint one actually smells good too. Have used that one as well. So whichever one you want to use. Why I love the actual roll-on ones, the 6.4 ounce tubes, is because they're roll-on. So it's like no fuss, no muss. The jars are fine. They do the exact same thing. There is no difference in the substance that's in here. There is no difference. The only thing that I like these more for is because I can roll the tube up and roll it back down close it up. With this, I have to wipe my hands after I put it on my body, but it still can work, and you probably get a better deal if you get the jar. But I'm going to put the vanilla on tonight because I'm going to put on my thigh trimmers. And so what this does, when you couple these two together, and if you want to get the bundle of the workout enhancer gel and the waist trimmer, it's in the shopping cart. Okay, I'll flip to that at some point during this live stream, but you guys can go in and just make sure you choose the right size waist trimmer. What I have is a 2X, but when I get to it, I'll talk more on that. What I'm going to put on now is my thigh trimmers. They are no longer on the TikTok shop product marketplace, but you can probably go on the Sweet Sweat website and find the thigh trimmers. But I got these last year in February and they were still there at the time. But I'm going to use the Vanilla Workout Enhancer Gel. So what you have pinned right now is the Workout Enhancer Gel, and I'm going to show you how I use this. All you do is just roll this up. See how when I rolled that up, all of this right here is the Workout Enhancer Gel. It's just a topical, y'all. It's just a topical. You don't have to rub it in. And it's $30. So if you want to grab this, go ahead and get it. And all you do, like I'm getting ready to put these on my thighs, right? And so I want to tone up these thighs. All I'm going to do is rub this on my thighs. That's how you use it. If you are looking to get this and you're watching from YouTube or Facebook, go on TikTok and click on my live stream. My name on TikTok is LaShonda_Stevens. Okay. This smells so good, y'all. This vanilla one smells so good. And the area that I really want to tone up is that right there. So I make sure I put enough workout enhancer gel on them inner thighs. All right. Make sure you put it on the back of your thighs as well. Okay. So now, and then once I'm done, all I got to do is roll it back down. See how when I roll it back down, you don't see any of the product? It's no fuss, no mess. Okay. So put the top back on it and I'm done with that. And then I'm going to add my thigh trimmers. Now, I don't have to keep my pants rolled up like this. I can actually put these on top of my pants, which I would actually prefer to do, because if I do it like this, like how I'm doing it right now, pull my shorts down over the workout enhancer gel that I just put on, my shorts will actually capture a lot of the moisture that is going to come, because that's what this does. That's the whole purpose of me putting this on. The thigh trimmers, waist trimmer, and the arm trimmers, they have a technology called neoprene that will help you sweat. So if you want to sweat, and with the thigh trimmers, in case you do have them or get them, put them all up in your stuff, okay? Because they tend to slide down once you start sweating. So you got to put them up in them crevices, okay? Don't be ashamed. Put them up in there. So see how I got it all the way up in that little V right there. Okay. So I put my clothing in between the workout enhancer gel and the trimmer. And that way you guys will be able to get a better idea of how much they actually do make you sweat, because my shorts are going to be soaked at the end of this. Not sticky, but sweaty, because that's what they're made to do. And I feel like I didn't put this high enough. So you got to push it all the way up in them crevices, y'all. You're going to feel like you're putting on underwear. That's what kind of keeps these thigh ones up. So see, I feel like I just put on some shorts on top of my shorts. That's how you keep them. And then look. So even in that cuff of my booty, I want them thigh trimmers in there to catch that. Okay? So that's the workout enhancer gel. Again, you can get whatever scent you want. You can get the vanilla. You can get the original, which does have a light scent. You can get the unscented. You can get the citrus mint, tropical. And the only two scents that I do not have on me are the coconut and the watermelon. But if you want them, you can get them. They're pinned. And if you want to get the roll on, you can. If you want to get the jars, you can. Whichever, whatever, floats your boat, get that. Okay. Then I'm going to go ahead and put on the arm trimmers. What is happening? It's taking forever to load the stuff. Did I miss any comments or anything, y'all? I apologize if I'm missing y'all's comments. Okay. I'm married, King, so thank you. All right. And then let me see. Who is this trying to go live? I'm not accepting any live guests right now. So thank you. Welcome in, Shayla, Black Gypsy, everything, Shah, Queen, all of you guys. Thank y'all. Welcome in. And if you are on Facebook or YouTube, you can put comments on there too. All right. So I put the vanilla workout enhancer gel on my thighs and put the thigh trimmer on. I'm going to put, just so you guys get a chance to see me utilizing something other than the roll on, this is the tropical workout enhancer gel in the jar. This is the 13.5 ounce jar. I'm just going to show you how to utilize that as well with the arm trimmers. Ooh, it was a little liquidy because I had it sitting out instead of in a cool. You want to keep these workout enhancer gels in cool, dry places. Do not keep them in your car, in your gym bag. They're going to melt. Don't do that. You don't have to rub these in. All you're doing, so that's why there was a little bit of liquid. All you're doing is taking this out and putting it on your arms or whatever area that you're going to put your trimmer on. Okay? So I'm working on my auntie arms. I no longer want to have auntie arms. If when you move your arm like that, it shakes a little bit, that little jiggle, that's what I'm trying to get rid of. Okay? So that's why I lift weights. And that's why I utilize the Sweet Sweat Workout Enhancer Gel. Sports Research is the name of the company, but Sweet Sweat is their brand. So I don't know if you guys remember the early 2000s when they first came out, but I do. They took the world by storm. And these are the arm trimmers. So I just put the Workout Enhancer Gel on my arms. And what I love about the way they are designed is they have this split end. So you can actually put them on by yourself. You actually don't need a buddy to help you. You can actually do it by yourself. So see, it has the split end so you can put one side on and then you can tighten it up once you get that one side on. Okay? So you just put that one side on and then you can take the other piece and put it real tight and then retighten there. There you go. And once you get them on, now you got your arm trimmers on. These are the Sweet Sweat arm trimmers. So for those of you, see how that little pocket right there, that's what I'm trying to get rid of. That's why I'm lifting weights. That's why I'm eating well. That's why I'm drinking water. And that's why I put my workout enhancer gel on in my arm trimmers. Okay? I can't wait for you guys. I can't wait to see how my body transforms over the next year or so, because it is going to transform as long as I keep doing all the things that I'm doing. I want to remind you guys that this is a three-pronged approach for me. It is my diet, what I'm eating, watching the macros. It is also supplementation. You know, we can't possibly get all of the nutrients that we have because the food that they, sell us in the grocery stores, a lot of it is not nutrient dense. So you got to take supplementation. And then the third part of it is working out. So that's what I'm doing now. That's the purpose of me showing you all of this. All right. So then I put the vanilla on my thighs. I put the tropical on my arms. I'm going to go ahead and put the citrus mint workout enhancer gel. And if you want to try this, if you want to get this, you can actually get it in the shopping cart if you're on my TikTok live stream. All right. And then it's the same thing. Like I said, I like the roll-ons, but the jars do just the same trick. All you're doing is putting this workout enhancer gel on whatever area that you're going to put the workout enhancer, the trimmers. So put it on your obliques, put it on your back. Okay? You don't have to rub it in. And then I like to hike my pants, my shorts up and pull my top down. And then I put the waist trimmer on. So you guys can get the bundle. The bundles are like $56 if you want to get the workout enhancer gel coupled with the bundle. Coupled with the waist trimmer. But if you just want to get the waist trimmer, I have it pinned right now, and it is $25. Now, this one is a 2X. Do you think you can fit it? You probably can. It's touching the floor, and it's still taller than me. I can just about wrap myself twice in this. When I first ordered this, I was about 20 or 30 pounds heavier than I am right now. So that's why I needed the 2X, but I probably could downsize to the extra large. Whenever you are ordering this, make sure that you're getting the correct size, especially with those bundles. You need to ensure that the waist trimmer is the size that you need it. Don't just go in there and grab whatever bundle is first. Grab the one that has your correct size. And I would say whatever your t-shirt size is, that's the same size waist trimmer that you need to put on, okay? I generally wear a 2X shirt, but I can probably downsize now that I'm, losing weight and losing inches to an extra large. But just to have a little bit extra room, I usually get a 2X. So that's why I got the 2X in the waist trimmer. So whatever your t-shirt size is, that's the same size of waist trimmer that you get. All right? Now, again, you can get the waist trimmer by itself for $25.16 right now. But if you wanted to get the best, the most bang for your buck, okay, I am going to pin the bundle. Well, one of the bundles. Don't just get this one. See the one that I have pinned right now, that's the small waist trimmer and the workout enhancer gel. If you need a larger size, don't get this one. That's the small. Get that one. But either way, that's the bundle. The bundles are $56.03. Okay, so if you want to grab that, you can. That's the small. Okay, this next one, let's see what size is this one. This next one that I'm getting ready to pin is the medium. That's the medium. So if you wear a medium t-shirt, there you go. You can get the medium waist trimmer with the workout enhancer gel. And also pay attention to the type of workout enhancer gel, because if you want one of the scents like a vanilla, coconut, citrus mint, tropical, or the original, then you'll have to get that. Okay? All right, this one I have pinned right now, that's the large. So I have flashed the small, the medium, and the large waist trimmer bundle. So you can get the original workout enhancer gel and the large waist trimmer with the bundle that I have pinned right now. Okay, it's going to be in the shopping cart for the duration of the live. Now, if you wanted to try to get a different scent of the workout enhancer gel, the one that I have pinned now is the waist trimmer, the medium waist trimmer with the tropical workout enhancer gel. The tropical, if you get it in the jar, it's looking like this. But if you get it in the 6.4 ounce tube, it's going to be like an orange. It's going to be like that orange right there. Okay. So there you go. Y'all go ahead and grab those. Make sure you double tap the middle of the screen, y'all. Double tap the middle of the screen, hit the like button, share the live out. Okay. And then I'm going to get to walking because it's almost 10 o'clock and I'm going to walk for 30 minutes. So, oh, I was going to do my 25 calisthenics. Okay. So let me go ahead and add this too because I forgot to add it. All right. So I've now added the tool, the resistance band with the pedal that I'm going to use right now. I've added it to my shopping cart. So you guys should be able to get it in there. And then I'm going to pin it right now. So if you want to try this resistance band with the pedals, it's pinned right now for you. Okay. You can do all sorts of exercises with this, right? Like you could, do that exercise. The one that I'm actually going to do is I'm going to get on my yoga mat and I'm going to do 25 leg lifts. So I was watching this lady on TikTok who says for all of those women who have like C-section apron bellies, that's actually one of the easiest tummies to get rid of. She says you actually have to lay on your back and do leg lifts, leg raises, because when you do that, that will allow you to not utilize your back and you're actually utilizing your core, and you have to push all of that up and in. And that's what I'm going to do when I'm utilizing this. So, all right. So let me, and hopefully I don't catch another cramp. When I was trying to do it last night, I caught a cramp. And so I couldn't finish it. All right. So since I haven't done anything, what I'm learning is that if I'm going to do anything that's going to be calisthenic related, I need to actually do that first before working out, before lifting, because I get cramps. And I didn't take my potassium yesterday, so that was another thing. All right, so this right now, if you guys want to grab that, this is the Home Gym Pedal Resistance Band. It's eco-friendly, natural latex, and it's a stretch training band. Okay, so this is what I saw the lady say do. Okay, got to make sure that my head is actually on the yoga mat. Now I have to be careful, so y'all give me a few seconds. I am someone who suffers from vertigo. So when you're laying flat and you suffer from when you lay flat and you are someone who suffers from vertigo, you have to let your body adjust to the new position. Sometimes vertigo can be positional. So depending on what position you're in, it could flare up a vertigo episode. And I do not want to have that happen. So I have to, when I lay down, I'm usually in my bed with pillows on, but because I really want to do this exercise, I have to make sure that I've allowed my body and my mind and my eyes to adjust. So the exercise is this. You got to pull it all the way up here, and then you're lifting your legs. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 10 more, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 5 more, 1, woo, 2, 3, 4, 5, woo. That really does engage the core, y'all. And that's the whole purpose. She said, if you want to get rid of your apron belly, you have to make your body push that up and in. And the way to do that is essentially like a upside down sit up. So instead of sitting up, because that's really, sit ups put pressure on your back and your lower back. But when you're doing leg raises, that's actually putting the emphasis right in your core. She says to do 25 of those every single day. Woo! Woo! And if you suffer from vertigo, be careful getting back up as well. Okay? Give myself a little time to adjust. All right, so that's the resistance band with the pedals on it. All right. So if you want to get that, I've got it pinned. It's really good material. And we are done with that. It is $8.99. So if you want to get that, it's a pretty good deal. Go ahead and grab that. Again, if you're watching from Facebook or YouTube, you might want to go over to my TikTok, LaShonda_Stevens. Stevens is spelled with a PH, not a V. And click on my profile. And you can either go into my live and get this in the shopping cart, or you can click on my profile and go to my showcase and type in gym. And what will come up is this resistance band. And you can get it in whatever color. I got it in pink, but it comes in purple and a few other colors. Whatever floats your boat. Okay, I like to put my stuff up when I'm done with it. So just give me a moment to put that away. That way there is less things to put up when I'm done with this. Now, we are ready for the main event. We are ready for the main event. If you are just joining me, whether you're on Facebook, YouTube, or TikTok Live, I'm live streaming on 3 locations. My name is LaShonda. I live in Charlotte, North Carolina. Carolina girl. I was born and raised and went to college in South Carolina, but I have been living in the Charlotte area for the past 20 years. I am on my Jubilant July workout challenge. That challenge will have me walking on my walking pad for 30 minutes every single day. And every other day, I will be lifting weights. I lifted weights last night, so tonight is a day off from lifting. But there is no day off from walking on my walking pad. So What I like about having this walking pad is that I am not beholden to operation hours of gyms, Pilates, or yoga studios. Okay? So whenever I want to work out, whenever I want to walk, I don't have to worry about being done with my workout by the time they get ready to close. I can work out at 9 p.m., 10 p.m., 2 a.m., 4 a.m., or what have you. And that works for me because I am a mom and a wife and a woman. So, whereas this time of night, I might be a little concerned about my safety at a gym or a Pilates or yoga studio, I actually don't have to be worried about my safety in the comforts of my own home unless I was concerned about the people in my home or somebody breaking into my home. But that don't happen. Okay? Now, apparently, when I turned this off last night, I forgot to flip the switch off because that should have been off like that. But it wasn't. It came right on. So what I'm going to do to reset this is hit the power button to reset. All right. I am going to be walking for 30 minutes on this walking pad. So I get on it first and hit the play button, and it counts me down from a 3 count, and then it starts. And it's generally on 0.5 of a, so it's like a half a mile per hour, but I usually push it up to 1.0. I'm going to push it up to 1.5 tonight since I'm not lifting. So I'm going to go a little bit faster than I generally would. The goal is not to go fast, especially if you're just starting out. The goal is to get your 30 minutes of walking in. The thigh trimmer, the waist trimmer, and the arm trimmers that I have on will do extra work for me. Hey, CA. Hey, girl. Hey, thank you for coming in. CA is my girl. You're not late. You came. Thank you for showing up at all. I appreciate you, CA. Y'all, CA got me over 25,000 likes last night on the live. When I get a second, I'm going to cheer you on, CA. She said she got 2 hours on her treadmill. That is the beauty, y'all, of having your own portable treadmill or walking pad. You can actually get as much as you want. Whereas when you go to a gym, you have to be concerned about time, especially if your gym is small, like my apartment complex gym. There's only like three or four treadmills. So if there's a lot of people in the gym, you have to be mindful to let people use it. Okay? No, you're not late at all. Thank you so much. Y'all make sure you double tap the middle of the screen. See, I know CA is in here because my likes have gone up. Y'all wasn't liking the screen. Y'all got to double tap the middle of the screen. If you're on Facebook or YouTube, make sure you hit the like button. Share the live out. Okay? It'll be posted on Facebook for 30 days unless I extend it. YouTube, it'll be on there forever unless I move it. Okay? Whenever I live stream and I'm looking at myself in the feedback monitor, I notice how wing-footed I am. And if you are hypermobile like I am, which just means that your feet or your legs or your knees or your joints do weird things, you want to try to push your feet to doing the normal thing as much as possible. I started to notice when I was driving Uber that my knees would be hurting because I would be driving with my legs open and the steering wheel in between my legs. And because I would be driving for long periods of time, my knees would be hurting. And then I learned this term called hypermobility on TikTok. And that's what I am. I'm hypermobile. So like my knees, when I'm standing straight, let me show y'all. Let me pause for a second. When this is me standing straight. Like if I'm a regular, I'm standing straight. Look how my feet are turned out, and then look at my knees. If my thighs wasn't so big, you could see how knock-kneed I am. I'm not as knock-kneed as a lot of people, like some people that I know, but I have knock knees. So that's called being hypermobile. If you're someone that can like bend, I have a classmate that can bend her elbows in almost to like a V. That means she's hypermobile. And so eventually you'll start, especially as you get older, you'll start to have issues with your joints because you're hypermobile. So I never even had heard that term before, hypermobility. So if you're hypermobile and you're experiencing issues with your joints in general, you probably need to tell your doctor about that, and they'll probably subscribe like maybe some bands that'll keep your knees together. So what I had to start doing when I was driving Uber is I had to force myself to keep my knees together. I guess if I had had some charm school training, I would have been taught to, sit with my knees closed, but I wasn't taught like that. I'm a little tomboy, so I sit like the boys. I sit with my legs open. Okay. And so when you're driving, you really should be driving with your knees closed, especially if you're hypermobile, because that'll make your knees hurt, especially if you're driving for long periods of time. So for all of the truck drivers out there, if your knees are hurting when you're driving, you're trying to figure out why your knees hurting, you're probably hypermobile and you need to keep your legs closed while you're driving. Okay? Just a little hint or tip from Dr. LaShonda Stevens. Now, I am not a doctor. This is not medical advice. Definitely see your doctor before you start any workout plan, before you do any diet, and before taking any supplementation. I'm going to show you what I take, but I see my primary care physician / PCP often. I see my OBGYN often. I see a bunch of specialists because of the diagnoses that I keep telling you guys about often. I have had 2 surgeries and multiple MRIs. I've had a total of 3 actually to confirm certain diagnoses. I have endometriosis, adenomyosis, PCOS, and because I will be 47 years old in a couple of hours, I am also perimenopausal. There you go. So, and that's part of the reason actually that I started lifting is because I am perimenopausal. Thank you so much, CA. CA got me over 1,200 likes. CA. CA is my girl. Thank you, CA. CA is down there in the Greenville metropolitan area. So she's a Carolina girl like me. Carolina girl. So yeah, I saw Dr. Stacy Sims, and you guys can Google her as well. Dr. Stacy Sims was on the Mel Robbins podcast, and she was also on the podcast called The Diary of a CEO. There's a gentleman from the UK, his name is Stephen, and he has that podcast, Diary of a CEO. He has wonderful guests on there. I love, love, love his guests. And he and Mel Robbins featured Dr. Stacy Sims. She is a renowned doctor who specializes in menopause, perimenopause, menopause, and postmenopause. If you did not know, perimenopause can start as early as your mid-30s into your 50s. Menopause is actually just one day, okay? Menopause is the day that you have gone 365 days without a period. So if you go 300 days and then you get your period, it starts over. You go 363 days and get your period, it starts over. But if you go 365 days and you don't have your period, that day, that 363 Sixth day is the day of menopause. You only get one of those. The day after that, you are considered postmenopausal. Okay? In case you didn't know. So menopause is actually one day. So when people say, oh, I'm in menopause, no, you're postmenopausal. Because menopause actually is only one day. But you can be in perimenopause for decades. Did you know that? So all of the issues that I started having in my late 30s, like hot flashes, I'd be freezing my husband and my daughter in here. I like to have the air conditioner on 65. He likes it to be closer to 76, 78. Like right now, it's too hot for me right now because I got these lights on. I got the laptop going. Let me turn it down right now. I'm working out. I got the ceiling fans going. That man do not like the ceiling fans when he's sleeping. So you know what I do? I keep the air conditioner down as far as he will let me. And I got a personal fan on my side of the bed because he won't let me keep the ceiling fan on. It kind of stops him up. It kind of makes his nose stop up a little bit. So I just keep my personal portable fan on my side of the bed, and I keep the air conditioning down to at least like 74. I would love it to be at 65, but him and my daughter are not going to let me keep it like that. But yeah, in my late 30s, I started having hot flashes. I would sweat through my clothes. So I had to start sleeping with no nightgown or no sleep clothes on because I would sweat through all of my clothes. I didn't know what was going on. Then here's the other kicker. When you're in perimenopause, I learned this from my wonderful OBGYN. You start to have ideations. I'm going to just keep it at that because I'm going to keep it pretty light. But you start like focusing on stuff that you really shouldn't focus on, right? Getting older, that sort of thing. And what my OBGYN told me is that estrogen fluctuations will do that to you. What perimenopause is that your estrogen and your progesterone are fluctuating. Sometimes it's high, sometimes it's low. Sometimes one is high and the other is low. Sometimes they're both high. Sometimes they're both low. So you never know what you're going to get. It's like a box of chocolates. Shout out to, what's the guy name? Forrest Gump. You don't never know what you're going to get. Thank you, CA. Over 2,800 likes, y'all. Get in on the party. Help CA get me over 10,000 likes tonight. If you're on Facebook or YouTube, hit the like button. Let me know you're watching in the comments. So, yeah, that's what's going on over here. So Dr. Stacy Sims said perimenopausal women should actually lift weights, and not just any weights, not 5 or 10 pounds. She says perimenopausal women, more so than cardio exercise, should actually be lifting weights. That is going to prove to be more helpful than cardio exercise. Still get at least 30 minutes of walking in, but heavy, heavy weights, of course, under the right supervision. I think I'm getting a cramp in my calf. Let me slow this down. See, that's not the purpose of this. I'm going to slow it down to 1.0. Okay, that's another thing. I got to start stretching too. That's another thing that I'm learning. I actually stretch in the mornings, but stretching before I do any kind of cardio exercise, especially for a prolonged period of time. Statistics show that people who walk at least 30 minutes every day improve their cardiovascular health and their mental health. Before you start that 30 minutes of walking, stretch, and that's what I should have done. So yeah, Dr. Stacy Sims said that perimenopausal women will benefit more from lifting, from heavy lifting. So if you are someone who do deadlifts, RDLs, keep doing that. So that's why you will see me, you will catch me doing um, lift weights every other day. On my birthday, I'm probably going to be lifting weights. I will be live on my birthday at 9 p.m. on here walking for 30 minutes. That's provided my family, if my family comes into town tomorrow and if they stay overnight. But either way, I'm going to still get my 30 minutes of walking in at some point. So I don't know. I might go live early so I get it done, or I might do it at my normal time. I got it scheduled for 9 p.m. Hold on, y'all. I'm going to have to stretch because my calf, and the last thing that I want is for me to catch a Charlie. Have you guys ever caught a Charlie horse in the bed? We call a Charlie horse the cramps that you catch that will wake you up out of your sleep. So let me stretch my calf out real quick. Thank you so much, CA. I see you, girl. I'm doing some calf raises right now. Ooh, yeah, I feel that. Give myself a massage. But yeah, the more you get into this, y'all. Oh, I got a tool that I can use. Hold on for a minute, y'all. Let me get my little massage thing. Oh. You guys will still be able to hear me because I got my microphones on YouTube and YouTube and TikTok. You guys will be able to hear me. Where is my little exercise thing? What did I do with it? It should have just been sitting up here. Let me see. Did I put it in one of these drawers? I'm coming, you guys. Bear with me. Did I put it in this drawer? Where is it? I don't know where it's at now. But my husband has this little gun, this little massage gun that I bought him. And then I don't know where that is. But I have like this little tool that I could use to massage my muscle in my leg. But I cannot put my hands on it right now, you all. So because I don't want to extend my live out, let me just do manual. I'm gonna stretch it out here. And that's another problem with being hypermobile, you guys, because I was telling you guys about my knees, because I sit back on my knees, that keeps my calves in an extended period, what is that? Um, com, what are the terms, y'all? Contract and what's the other one? What's the opposite of contracting? That's another thing. When you're in perimenopause, there's a lot of brain fog. All right. I'm gonna have to get another massage from my husband tonight. And instead of it being a foot massage, I'm gonna need a leg massage. But yeah, that's another thing. I also heard that there's a such thing as your ankles being tight. Your ankles can be tight, and that is also a thing. Ankles being tight, hips being tight. We gotta work out them hips. Believe it or not, your hips being tight could be a issue for your feet and your legs and your hamstrings. What's that song? Your knee bone connected to your thigh bone. Your thigh bone connected to your hip bone. Okay? It's this left calf that's the problem. But I'm gonna have to start doing my stretches when I before I start walking. All right, let's try to finish this up. Let's see where we're at, y'all. Probably walking on you know what? I always notice that I tend to have a problem with cramps when I walk in really flat shoes. And I occasionally me and my daughter will go riding in uptown Charlotte. That's one of our favorite things to do, especially in my truck. But I took her tonight to go just riding uptown Charlotte because we like to see the buildings and everything. It's so beautiful. Thank you so much, CA. Over 5,000 likes. Woo, 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 woo. And so I had on a dress already because I get dressed for work, but I put on some flats to take her driving. And what I have been noticing is that whenever I wear flat, hold on, y'all, flat shoes, that's when I start to have issues with my feet. That really felt like I was going to cramp up. Oof. All right. I'm going to try to finish this out, y'all. I might have to go as slow as I possibly can. It's not about the speed. We're 13 minutes into this. So I'm going to go as slow as I can. It's not about the speed. It's about the time. So 30 minutes of walking. Thank you, CA. I appreciate it. I'm just cramping up. And I took my potassium today. I was intent because I knew how bad I was cramping up last night. I was like, oh, I got to make sure I take my potassium. I take potassium and magnesium. I forgot the kind of magnesium, or it's not on the bottle actually, the type of magnesium, because there's different types. But I take potassium. Potassium is the thing. People say eat bananas when you start cramping up. It's because of potassium. So I take those in the morning, but I also take magnesium at night. I take a specific magnesium. It's magnesium glycinate. That's the one that helps you calm down. And so, yeah. Okay. Ooh. I'm walking like this. I'm walking like a toddler right now because my calves are tightening up. So I can't wait for my husband to get home because he's going to give me a good old massage. Because I don't know where I have like this little purple, hard, like glass-like thing that is a massager. And I don't know where it's at right now. It's probably somewhere right in plain sight that I'm just not seeing, which is why I like to put stuff in the same spot every day because then I know where it's always at. I would love it if somebody from Facebook would talk to me, somebody from YouTube would chat. Usually I have people commenting on my live in YouTube, but seems like they've not been showing up here lately. I think probably because I have blocked some of the weirdos and I'll be muting people and deleting their comments and stuff so they know this ain't that type of vibe, this ain't that type of party. So they don't come by anymore. But probably also on Facebook, which is most of where my family and friends are, they're probably just not accustomed to me being live at this time. Plus, I know that there was an issue with the connection. and whatnot. But hopefully, when they get used to me being live at this time, they will start commenting. But if you're on the rewatch gang, just type in the comments, make your comment and then just put hashtag rewatch gang. Because I'm definitely going to keep it up for as long as I can on Facebook. Y'all know Facebook has changed their rules. It used to be that if you went live, that live video would stay up forevermore. But now they only allow them to stay up for 30 days. So you got to download the video in order to have it. So I just go live on all of my platforms so that each platform will have its own version of my live stream. Now I came in on Facebook on day 9. That was yesterday, was the first day I started doing the Jubilant Challenge on Facebook. So I'll have to post day 1 through 8 at a new date. Okay. Now, once I finish this 30 minutes of walking, I am going to tell you guys about the supplements that I take, when I take them, and how I take them. So there are a bunch of different supplements that you will see in my shopping cart. If you're on my live stream and TikTok, you will see a bunch of supplements down there. I am going to go over those before I end the live stream. So I appreciate you guys for coming in. Welcome in, Cindy. Thank you so much. CA got me over 7,200 likes on TikTok. I need some other folks to help her out. Double tap the middle of the screen, share the live out. If you're on Facebook or YouTube, hit the like button, share the live out. There is somebody in your network that is needing a little bit of motivation to work out. I am 46 years old for the next 2 hours, and then I will be 47. And I'm in here walking like a toddler on my walking pad, trying to get this 30 minutes of walking in. I am a novice at this. I am a former athlete turned wife and mom and corporate girly, little league coach, volleyball coach, and I say volleyball coach, but I only coach my daughter's volleyball team for like 2 days in games. And then I'm a novice at weightlifting and a novice really at working out. Because if I was an expert at working out, I'd be doing it often. So I'm going to make myself be an expert by doing it every day. I'm going to bring you guys along on this journey of me transforming my body. Transforming my mind is probably the biggest thing that's going to happen because I've already seen some changes with that. On top of the statistic that I keep espousing to you guys that I saw, and it said statistics show that people who walk at least 30 minutes every day improve their cardiovascular health and their mental health. I have truly been seeing a change in my mindset. Prior to my first challenge, so I did a 30-minute walk challenge from May 28th to June 26th of this year. So this was the challenge that I did basically for June, but I started it at the end of May. And while I was doing that 30-day challenge, there were several days where I went live, but I muted the live and I was just walking because I was so sort of pissed off that I had to do the 30 minutes that I had gotten myself into going live. It started to be a chore. And then the next day I would bounce back because I would feel good about the fact that I continued. And then at a certain point, it got to be, well, I'm not going to mess up the challenge by not going live. I was being competitive with myself. And so to prove myself right and not let myself down, I continued to go live every day from May 28th to June 26th. In fact, even though the challenge ended on June 26th, I still went live June 27th, June 28th, June 29th, June 30th. Still went live. So those extra 4 days that were not included in the 30-day challenge, I still went live. I still walked for those 30 days. So essentially, you guys, I have been consistently walking for at least 30 minutes every day since May 28th. So how many days is that? If we're at day 10 in July, and then there's 30 days in June. So I did all of June, and then I did the 28th, the 29th, 30th, 31st of May. So that's an extra 4 days. So 4 plus these 10 days make 14 plus 30 is 44. So I have been live, y'all, for 44 days straight on TikTok and YouTube. Tomorrow, on my birthday, will be 45 days straight live streams, walking at least 30 minutes in each and every single live stream. So I'm not the best, but I'm also not the worst. And you can gain or glean information and motivation from almost anybody and from any circumstance. And what I would like for you guys to get from me being live stream, wherever you're watching, whether it's Facebook, YouTube, or TikTok, or wherever you're going to see clips, because I do clip certain live streams and put them all over social media. Wherever you're watching from, what I would love for you to get from this is, if I can go live, if I can walk for 30 minutes for 44, almost 45 days, you guys can do the same. Save yourself. There's nobody coming to save you. You have to save yourself. Do you want to live a long time? Do you want to improve? Let's not even say live. Do you want to improve your cardiovascular health? If the answer is yes, then you need to walk at least 30 minutes every day. Do you want to improve your mental health? Maybe a lot of us are, laying in beds all day long, bed rotting. Maybe you don't even put clothes on because you work from home and there's no need to put real clothes on. Maybe you don't even put no makeup on. Maybe you only get a shower every day. Whatever it is, you're probably in a, depression. Maybe you're just feeling bad. Maybe you are in perimenopause and that estrogen and progesterone fluctuation is making you think you're in depression when you're actually just perimenopausal. What Sarah Jakes Roberts said, girl, get up! Get up, girl, get up! Get up, walk for 30 minutes. It don't matter the time. You don't have to get stuck in a mindset that you have to do something at a certain time. Yes, all of the exercise gurus and trainers will tell you get up early in the morning and get your workout on, whether it's lifting or cardio exercise. That is a myth. Yes, it is great to get up early and walk and run and jog and sprint and lift and lift and lift and lift early in the morning. It's great to start your day off. But you know what I have found as a 46-year, almost 47-year-old perimenopausal wife and mom with endometriosis and adenomyosis and PCOS? I have found that walking on this walking pad for 30 minutes every single day has greatly improved my sleeping. As someone who used to barely get 4 or 5 hours of sleep, ever since May 28th, 2026, I have been sleeping throughout the night. I do not wake up at 2 a.m. like I used to. I could tell you the moment my clock would turn 2 a.m. because I would be opening my eyes and looking at the clock. I would wake up every night or every morning at 2 a.m. and wouldn't go to sleep till like after 4 or 5 o'clock. And I had to be up and on my computer for work by 7:30. So tell me how much sleep I'm getting if I'm up from 2 a.m. to 5, and then I gotta be up, washed, dressed, and looking appropriate on camera at 7:30. Not getting a whole lot of sleep. But ever since I started walking at 9, 8 p.m., getting all that extra energy out, I'm gonna tell you, I have been sleeping throughout the night. I don't even hear my husband snoring, and he snores. I don't hear it. I don't hear it. I can tell you, I get in that bed after doing all this, turn that TV on, and the TV watches me. There, it won't be 30 minutes will go by. And I'm saying that as someone who has started to monitor my macros with my diet. I take supplements every single day, mostly. And I'm also taking medication, prescribed medication. All three of those things did nothing until I actually started changing my workout until this time of night. It's almost like being a toddler. You know, when you have a small child, maybe even a school age kid who is like in, kindergarten, first grade, you want to take them to the park at like 4 or 5 o'clock in the evening and let them run out all that energy, right? For an hour or so, let them run as much as they want to. You put them in that car and bring them home. They be sleeping in the car. You give them a bath and put them in the bed and they sleep. That's essentially what's happening. So my body is essentially reverting back to when I was a toddler. I got to get all this extra energy and wiriness out of my body. And I'm doing that by walking on this walking pad. And again, it's not about the speed. You do not have to get on here and think that you got to go 5.0 the very first time you start doing this. You see how slowly I'm walking, and I've been doing this for 44 days. I have gotten up to 2.0, 2.5 walking, but you have to listen to your body. My body's telling me that it wants to cramp up. So in order for me to fulfill my obligation to myself, I'm going to go slow. Listen to your body. I'm going to stretch. I got to learn some stretching routines so that I can start doing that before I start anything. And again, I am not a doctor. This is not medical advice. Consult your doctor before you do any exercise routine, any supplementation, any dieting. Consult your physician. You might not have the same things that I have. I have pretty good genetics. My mama was a size 0 even after having 4 babies. You know, my daddy's mama lived to 96. My daddy's grandmama lived to 96. And his mama lived to 80 something. My mama's mama lived to 80 something. So people in my family tend to live a pretty long life. But I don't want to be the exception to that, right? Because there are exceptions in my family. We've had babies die. We've had, young adults die. We've had, people in their 40s die. But I do not want to be the exception to the longevity that is in my genes. So any of us can be the exception. So what I want to do is I actually want to live like those people in the blue zones. If you've never heard of the blue zones, you need to watch this documentary on Netflix. It's called Live to 100. It is about these 5 blue zones across the world, different climates, different cultures, different cuisine. And what all 5 of those locations have in common is that they do a lot of walking. So what you're seeing me do right now, they do a lot of. They walk to restaurants, church, home, friends and neighbors' houses, families' houses, walk to the store, walk wherever. They do a lot of walking. The 5 locations are Okinawa, Japan, Sardinia, Italy, Icaria, Greece, Nicola Peninsula, Costa Rica, and there's one location in the United States of America, and that is in Loma Linda, California. These people live to 100 years old. And I'm not talking about 1 or 2 people. There are neighborhoods, cities of people that live to 100 and beyond. And what do those people have in common? What I just said. Dubs in the chat for walking. Dubs in the chat for walking. They walk. They do a lot of walking. Thank you, CA. CA got me over 10,000 likes. Woo! Yeah. Yeah. So, do you want to live like those people in the blue zones? I do. I want to live like my great grandmama. I want to live like my 2 grandmamas. In fact, I want to live longer than they lived. Okay? So, and not only do I want to live, because it's one thing to be technically alive at 100, but I want to know that I'm 100. I want to know who people are. I want to look at my daughter's face and see that that's my daughter. I want to know where I'm at. I want to know who's president. I want to know what's going on. I want to be able to move around. I don't want to be in a vegetative state or be incapacitated or unable to walk. I want to be able to move around. And that is the key, y'all. Go watch that documentary called Live to 100 on Netflix. It talks about the 5 blue zones across the world where people, they have clusters of people that live to 100 plus. Let's see where we at. I've been talking a long time, y'all. Let me see where we at as far as time goes. We were at 13 minutes, so let me see where we at. Ooh. Oh my gosh, y'all. We over 30 minutes. We've been talking for 30. I've been talking for 33 minutes. Okay. Yeah. Let's give a cheer for that. Yeah. Yeah. Another. That was for you, CA. Thank you, girl. Thank you, girl. She got me over 11,000 likes, y'all. CA, you're amazing. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Yeah. Okay. So before I let you guys go, because I know I've been talking for a little bit, and this live stream was only supposed to be from 9 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. And right now it's a quarter to 11. So we're about 15 minutes, 10 or 15 minutes after the time that I had scheduled for this. And I want to be cognizant of your time. But again, I told you guys that I have a 3-pronged approach to my transformation, my body transformation that's going to happen over the next year or so. Okay. It's not something that I'm expecting to happen immediately. I didn't gain this weight immediately. It was something that I grew over time. So it's going to take me just that amount of time or longer to make changes. So there's a 3-pronged approach. It is dieting. I watch what I eat. I make sure that I eat a lot of fiber, a lot of fruit with fiber, a lot of good fats like avocado. I need to buy another bag of avocado. I forgot to get it because I ate my last avocado today. And then I eat also salmon, which is another good fat. And then protein. So I'm watching how much fiber, how much protein, how much fat that I'm eating. So that's one thing. It's the dieting, right? And I'm not, when I say dieting, I'm not talking about keto or Atkins. I'm talking about your diet is your food that you eat on a daily basis. Okay. So I have make changes to that. I eat a lot of eggs. All right. So that's one prong. The second prong is supplementation. Now, I am not a doctor. This is not medical advice. You should definitely consult your doctor before starting any workout program, before starting any supplementation program, and before any diet. So consult your own physician, okay? But I do take supplements, and I'm going to show some of those to you here in just a second. That's the second prong. The third prong is what you guys have just witnessed me doing. I'm doing lots of research, via TikTok, YouTube, and other social media platforms, of looking up things to do according to my age, according to my diagnoses, and according to my lifestyle. So I'm not in here trying to run sprints when I know I'm over 200 pounds and I'm cramping up just walking on my walking pad at 30 minutes. There's no way that I could just jump into running sprints like that, right? So we're not going to do that. I got to learn some stretching techniques. I'm going to have to learn, some more about lifting. Because I'm perimenopausal, I'm gonna be 47 in a couple of hours. I listen to people like Dr. Stacy Sims, who says that women who are in perimenopause should lift weights. So that's a part of my exercise routine. So that's why you guys, when you come in here, every other time that you will be in here, I will be lifting weights. And then I also saw the statistics that showed that people who walk at least 30 minutes every single day improve their cardiovascular health and their mental health. That's why you will always see me on this walking pad whenever I'm live streaming for my workout. This month, I'm calling it Jubilant July, right? And this is day 10. Tomorrow is day 11 on my birthday. Okay? Jubilant July. I don't know what I'm going to call August. August might be Awesome August. I don't know. We'll see. And so, three prong: dieting, supplementation, and exercise. All three of those working together to do a complete body transformation. Again, I am someone who's perimenopausal. I have endometriosis, adenomyosis, and PCOS. And the last note before I show y'all my supplements that I take, um, PCOS, which is polycystic ovarian syndrome, has been relabeled to PMOS, which means polymetabolic ovarian syndrome, because they have just found out that, or really just discovered that most of the women who have the diagnosis of PCOS do not have cysts in their ovaries. One of the marquee symptoms of having PCOS is actually hair, growing facial hair. But that could also be hirsutism, right? Like the bearded lady. But they have found that it's actually a metabolic issue. PCOS has been relabeled to PMOS, polymetabolic ovarian syndrome, which is really great. So this has just happened in 2026. Just a few weeks ago, they relabeled it. So now you will see people say PCOS/PMOS because it's a metabolic issue. So if you are someone who was previously diagnosed with PCOS and you're trying to figure out why you cannot lose weight, it's really hard for you to lose weight, it's because you have a metabolic issue. It's not about your reproductive system, it's actually a metabolic issue. And in fact, there was a recent study that showed that women who have endometriosis don't produce GLP. You guys have probably heard of GLP-1s, which is the synthetic version that they put out here, like the Ozempic and whatever the other names are, I can't pronounce. Those are GLP-1s. Those are things that mimic the hormone that our bodies naturally produce. But women who have endometriosis, like me, we don't produce GLPs naturally. So whereas somebody who does not have that diagnosis or those symptoms, they would generally, produce that. So that would help them to maintain their weight. But people with endometriosis, we don't produce that at all. They just realized that was a recent study done this year, or a recent study results this year. The study was done previously. So all of this information that's coming out about, women's health is wonderful. It's tragic and wonderful at the same time. It's tragic for all of the millions of women across the world who have been suffering for decades with things like endometriosis, adenomyosis, perimenopause, PCOS, and all of the things. And their doctors didn't know what to do. Their doctors just saying, oh, this is just normal. This is what's supposed to happen to your body. No, it's not. No, it's not. So consult your doctor. Tell your doctor. If your doctor won't tell you something other than losing weight, get a new doctor. You have to advocate for yourself, guys. Advocate for yourself. If your doctors won't listen, get a new doctor. It wasn't until I got women doctors in my corner that I started to get all of the correct referrals to the correct specialist to get the correct diagnoses. I've only just been diagnosed with endometriosis at the end of 2024. That's wild, wild that I'm 46 years old and just get, well, at the time I was 44. So 2 years ago, I was 44 going on 45. It shouldn't take somebody in their 40s to start getting diagnoses, but you have to have the right people, the right healthcare providers on your team. Again, I'm not a healthcare provider. I'm not a doctor. I have been in healthcare for over 20 years. However, this is not medical advice. I am not a doctor. See your own doctor. If your doctor won't get you the help, get a new doctor. Advocate for yourself. Okay? All right. So, again, I'm going to show you guys my supplements that I take on a daily basis. A lot of them are already in the shopping cart below. If you are on TikTok, then I'm going to show you a lot of them. Okay. And hopefully I'll get a chance to show them to you. I'm going to try to be pretty quick, you guys, because I know we have already been on here for the hour and a half that I had previously allotted. So I'm going to talk about the ones that I already have pinned, and then I'll add a couple more because I know there's some that I did not add. All right. So if you are on Facebook or YouTube, I'm sorry, you'll have to go to my TikTok live stream to be able to grab these. But if you need me to send you a link, I can send you a link to a video with the item pinned, and then you can buy it off of the TikTok shop. Okay. All right. So I'm going to show you the first, one of the supplements that I take. And this is in no particular order, you guys. All right. So I'm going to pin this. Okay. I got to really stretch this calf out. So what I have pinned, you see me rocking back and forth. I'm really trying not to get a cramp in my leg. What I have pinned right now is all of oregano. I take all of oregano. I'm a gardener, so you know I can grow oregano. But this is all of oregano. What is pinned right now is the 2-pack that you can get for about $35. But you don't have to get the 2-pack. If you want to get just a single pack, you can find that in my showcase as well. This one is from Micro Ingredients. Okay. And this one is 6,000 milligram per serving. You take 2 of these. They're beautiful pills. I don't know if you guys have ever seen oil of oregano before, but this is what they look like. Beautiful, beautiful capsules. They look like little gold pills. Okay, that's what oil of oregano looks like. This one is from Micro Ingredients. It has black seed oil in it. If you are old school, or if you got a nana or a grandmama that tell you should be taking black seed oil, this oil of oregano comes with black seed oil in it. So you should go ahead and grab that. It has ultra high carvacrol and thymoquinone. I think that's how you say it. Thymoquinone. Okay? This is a herbal supplement. I am not a doctor. This is not medical advice. Please see your doctor before you start taking any supplements. Thank you so much, CA. But this one is from Micro Ingredients. If you want to get that, it is pinned. It will be in my shopping cart below. If you are on Facebook or YouTube, if you would like to get the oil of oregano, send me a DM, send me a message, post a comment, and I will send you the link to my TikTok shop showcase where you can grab it from there. Okay. All right. The next thing that I have pinned for you guys is my vitamin D3 plus K2. This is also from Micro Ingredients. You guys will probably see a theme here. Micro Ingredients is a preferred partner. I really do like the way that they package their stuff, as well as the products that they provide, as well as it being clean ingredients. Micro Ingredients is a preferred partner. You can grab this pack of D3 plus K2 for about $25. Okay. Now this one is 1,000 IUs of vitamin D3 plus 25 micrograms of K2 plus MK7. Let me, y'all know Auntie wear glasses. Hold on a second. Let me get my glasses. K2 to MK7. Now, let me tell you why K2 is so important to have with your vitamin D. Vitamin K2 is vitamin K2 activates proteins that take the vitamin D, that drive the vitamin D to your bones, exactly where they need to be. So if you are supposed to be taking a vitamin D supplement and your vitamin D does not have K2 in it, you need to get one with K2 in it. K2 is the driver. It takes it where it needs to go. Okay? Most melanated folks, whether you are black, brown, or yellow. So all of the melanated folks, when I say yellow, I'm talking about Asians. When I say brown, I'm talking about the Latino crowd. When I say black, I'm talking about the black folks, African Americans or Africans, not people of people in the African diaspora. And you don't have to be an American. You can be, you know, Dominican. Okay, just people with the African diaspora. Melanated folks tend to be deficient in vitamin D because the melanin in our skin repels the sun. You get a lot of vitamin D from the sun. But you have to be careful being out in the sun as well because black people do get skin cancer. All right. So you need, if you are deficient in vitamin D, I wouldn't suggest sitting out in the sun for long periods of time without sunscreen. And you probably still will need to take a supplement because your skin, your melanin in your skin will still not allow you to absorb the amount that you need. Get your vitamin D3 plus K2. Again, I am not a doctor. This is not medical advice. Please consult your healthcare providers regarding any supplements that you take. Okay, but this one here is from Micro Ingredients and it is D3 plus K2. If you are on Facebook or YouTube and you would like to get the D3 plus K2, send me a DM or drop a comment and I will send you the link to my TikTok shop where you can purchase it. Okay. All right. What I have pinned for you all right now is MCT oil. I'm going to be really quick about this. Get this, y'all. Get this. This is the Natural Force Organic Pure C8 MCT oil. Get this. I am not a doctor. This is not medical advice, but get this. Talk to your doctor before you start taking any kind of supplement. This is great for energy. As you can see, I have been taking this because it's not even full. Google. I can only be so I can't say certain things on certain platforms is all I'm going to say. Get this. Google what MCT oil does and what the indications for it are. Okay? MCT oil. Get this. If you are on Facebook or YouTube and you would like to get the MCT oil that I have right here, please, MCT oil. M like Mary, C like Charlie, T like Tango. Yeah. MCT oil. Google what MCT oil does. I can only say certain things on certain platforms, but this is really good for energy and amongst a lot of other good things. You will see a lot of the exercise gurus taking MCT oil. I take a tablespoon of it every morning. Okay, that's MCTO. That's all I'm gonna say about that. It's in my showcase on TikTok. If you are on Facebook or YouTube watching and you would like to get the MCT oil, send me a DM or post a comment, and I will send you the link on my TikTok shop to get the MCT oil. I keep telling you guys that because I'm going to have to speak with the brands about being able to pin them on these other platforms so that you guys can get them directly from the platform and you don't have to switch platforms to get it. Okay. All right. Another thing that I'm going to show you right now. This is kind of a fun one. Okay. This is a fun one because these are mushroom gummies. These mushroom gummies have all of the good mushrooms in them, right? This is from Clean Nutra. Clean Nutra is another preferred partner. You will see me talk a lot about products from this brand, Clean Nutra. You will see me talk a lot about this brand because they have wonderful, clean products. Again, I am not a doctor. This is not medical advice. You need to consult your doctor if you want to take any supplements. Take them. But let me tell you about all of the mushrooms that are in here. Mushrooms are great for calm and to keep you focused and sharp throughout your day. This gummy has lion's mane. Y'all can Google what lion's mane is good for. Turkey tail, that's another type of mushroom. Cordyceps, reishi, chaga, sweet tooth, another type of mushroom. All of these are types of mushrooms. Maitake and meshima. Okay? People have certain aversions to capsules and tablets. And so if that is you, and even like the MCT oil is an oil, some people just have an aversion to taking stuff like that and they want something, like a gummy. Gummies are good. Watch the sugar content. If you are diabetic or pre-diabetic or insulin resistant, but these are really good. They taste really good too. For mood, focus, and to stay sharp. I realized I didn't take mine this morning, so I'm taking it now. Okay? Those are the mushroom gummies. All right. What I have pinned for you now is a new craze rocking TikTok right now. It's called glutathione. Glutathione is so good of a product that not only is it great to take orally, it's actually good in skincare as well. You will see glutathione patches. You will see people brands put glutathione in all sorts of skincare, particularly Korean skincare, because a lot of the Koreans have it figured out, y'all. Glutathione. As you can see, I take these because I'm almost out. All right. And this one is from Catacor. And it says it supports cellular defense and antioxidant balance. Antioxidants are like the warriors of your body. They go and fight a lot of things. Okay? Glutathione. This is one that's from Catacor. Okay? So that's that one. It'll be in the shopping cart for the duration of this live stream. If you are watching from Facebook or YouTube and you would like to get the glutathione, send me a DM or post a comment saying so, and I will send you a link to my TikTok shop. This next one, if y'all don't get this, I don't know what to say, because everybody has been talking about these. I'm gonna drop a couple of celebrity names and then you make your decision. Okay, so this one is another product from Catacor. Catacor has this NMN supplement. This one has NAD. I don't know if you guys have seen the clip from Kim Kardashian and also Megan Trainor. They have been looking really snatched and really great lately. And both of those young ladies talk about NMNs and NAD supplements. These are essentially the fountain of youth for your cells. You guys want to grab these. Support cellular energy. I'm almost done with this bottle. I got these on subscription on TikTok because I know how good these are. Thank you so much, CA. You got me over 17,000 likes. Thank you so much. I have these bad boys on subscription. That's how much I know that I need to take these. If you're on Facebook or if you're on YouTube and you would like to get the NMNs with NAD support, then send me a DM or drop me a comment and I will send you the link to my TikTok shop to grab these. Okay, this is from Catacor. If you are on TikTok and you haven't added them to your cart, add them to your cart. And before you guys check out, before you place your order, make sure you're checking the deals section because a lot of times TikTok will have TikTok shop coupons or brand coupons or both that you can stack on top of an already amazing price. And by the way, those glutathione pills were $24.99 and the NMNs with NAD support are $34.99. Okay. Next thing I have pinned for you guys is Moringa. Moringa is another one of those supplements that's like almost like an all-in-one. This has potassium. It has a lot of great benefits in there. You can Google what Moringa does. Moringa is almost like a all-in-one. Okay. This is 6,000 milligrams of equivalent per serving. It's non-GMO and gluten-free. This one is from Horbach. That's the name of the manufacturer. And you take 2 of these every day. I'm never going to run out of these. This has 300 capsules in it. So this is enough for a 3-month supply. Over 3-month supply, actually. Okay? Take 2 of these. Moringa. If you don't hear nothing else I say, Moringa. Okay? There's that. If you're on Facebook and YouTube and you would like to get the Moringa from Horbach, send me a DM or drop a comment and I will send you the link to my TikTok shop so you can grab that for yourself. Okay? Now, this one in particular, that I have pinned, I have to take for me because my doctors have identified me as being iron deficient. So I have iron deficiency anemia, which just means my iron is low. So I have to take iron supplements. I have a prescription for iron, but the prescription iron that I have actually makes my head hurt. And they keep telling me to take it with orange juice or some kind of citrus. And I don't care what I take it with, that prescription continues to make my head hurt. So my doctor okayed for me to take an iron supplement. And what I have been taking is this Mega Food Iron Blood Builder. It is $23.99 right now. Add it to your shopping cart if you're on TikTok Live. If you're on Facebook or YouTube and you would like to get the Iron Blood Builder from Mega Food, send me a DM or drop a comment. Say, I want the Iron Blood Builder, and I will send you a link to my video where I'm promoting this, and you can buy it off of my video. I am a TikTok Shop affiliate, which just means that I get a small commission whenever you guys purchase anything from my live streams or my shoppable videos. I have talked about this Iron Blood Builder a lot. Mega Food is another preferred partner of mine. They offer great supplements. But that's for me specifically because I am deficient in iron. And a lot of women who are in perimenopause and who have endometriosis, adenomyosis, and or PCOS are probably iron deficient as well because of all of that entails. So speak to your doctor. I am not a doctor. This is not medical advice. Speak to your doctor before taking any supplements. Okay. The next one that I take is organic saffron extract. Saffron is really great for your mood. There's you see a trend here. A lot of the things that I take are going to be mood enhancers or anti-inflammatories or both. Saffron has the amazing benefit of being good for anti-inflammatory, but it's good for to make you calm and supports a good mood. It says mood, calmness, and serenity. I have one of these left, y'all. I'm so upset that I didn't order one before because it's going to take a couple of days for me to get my next order, but saffron extract. Okay, this right now is $20.39. If you are watching on TikTok, if you are watching on YouTube or Facebook and you want to get the triquetra saffron extract, send me a link, send me a DM or drop a comment, and I will send you the link to grab this from one of my shoppable videos, as I am a TikTok Shop affiliate and I get a small commission whenever you guys purchase anything from my live streams or my shoppable videos. Okay. Saffron extract. Who would have thunk that all of the people, all of the different cultures that use saffron in their meals, that's part of the reason those people, aren't inflamed and they're usually in a pretty good darn mood. They eat a lot of saffron. Okay. I'm just going to go in order as this stuff comes up. Okay. So a lot of us are inflamed because we have a buildup of candida. And I have a cleanse for you. This is a candida cleanse. It supports healthy gut function. This is a candida cleanse. Maybe you got that white film on your tongue. You can't figure out how to get it off there. You probably have a buildup of candida. Get yeast infections and stuff like that. This is a candida cleanse. This is $29.99 right now. If you're on Facebook or YouTube and you want to get the candida cleanse that I'm talking about, send me a DM or drop a comment and I will send you the link to my shoppable video where I'm talking about this. This is from Pure Peak. That's the candida cleanse. I am not a doctor. This is not medical advice. Speak to your doctor before taking any supplements. Okay, we're almost done, you guys. All right. If you have been taking supplements already, you probably are familiar with fish oil. Fish oil has omega-3s. When I was telling you guys earlier that I eat salmon, I got a salmon that I'm going to thaw out probably for tomorrow. Well, not tomorrow because I'm probably going to be going out maybe Sunday. But on top of fish oil, this is an elevated fish oil. This is krill oil. And it's made by the same company that makes these trimmers that I have on. Sports Research makes the brand called Sweet Sweat. But they have their own line of vitamins and supplements. This one in particular is their omega-3 krill oil. It is right now $30.56. If you're on Facebook or YouTube and you would like to try the krill oil, the omega-3 krill oil, send me a DM or drop a comment and tell me you want the krill oil, and I will send you a link with my. I will send you a link to my shoppable video where you can get this. Now, this is 1,000 milligrams of krill oil, 240 milligrams of omega-3 with phospholipids and astaxanthin. This is gluten-free, non-GMO. Okay. Omega-3s, Google what omega-3s do, but they are necessary, especially for women who have endometriosis, PCOS, adenomyosis. Omega-3s. Okay, I might have to add these next two, and then we're going to be done for tonight. Yeah, I didn't add these two. Okay. I'm surprised my husband ain't text me yet that he on his way. My phone is so slow. I think I need to probably take some of my apps off because it is being really slow. Oh, and it's shutting down. Now, why didn't it tell me that my battery was going dead? Why wouldn't it tell me that? Okay, y'all, I have lost TikTok for right now. I gotta wait for my phone to charge up. Okay, the last, let me see. Let me see if I use a different charger. If that's gonna make it charge up faster. I did not realize I have been on live this long that my phones are now completely drained, which doesn't usually happen. Well, I'm still on here on Facebook and on YouTube. I don't know if I'll be able to get back on TikTok. So I'm just going to show you guys these last three. Send me a link, send me a DM or drop a comment if you want these last three. This one is collagen. This one is a probiotic. And then this one right here is a key one. This is NR plus PQQ. This is good for regulating your blood sugar. This NR PQQ. So make sure if you want this one, if you want the link to the probiotic or the collagen or all three, drop me a DM or a comment to this video letting me know, and I will send you the link to my shoppable video on TikTok. Okay? I'm tired and my phone has already died that has my TikTok live stream on it. So I'm just going to go ahead and show you guys because I'm just going to finish the live off and I'll have to look how much sweat. Look how much sweat off of my arm from these trimmers. If you guys want to get the arm trimmers from my Facebook and YouTube audience, send me a link. I keep saying send me a link. Send me a DM or drop a comment to this video and I will send you the link to these arm trimmers. these Sweet Sweat arm trimmers. I will send you a link to my shoppable video on TikTok where you can grab these arm trimmers. Okay? And these thigh trimmers are no longer on the TikTok Shop product marketplace. However, you can probably go to the Sweet Sweat website. Look how much sweat that is on here, y'all. You see all this sweat? And I don't know if you can see the difference, but my shorts, there's a different color at the bottom because that's sweat. I usually let them sit out on this chair overnight and dry unless I am putting them in the washing machine. Okay? And then this is the waist trimmer. If you want the link to the waist trimmer, send me a DM. Look how much sweat, y'all. Or drop me a comment in here. Look how much sweat is on here. Look at my shirt. It's so damn. You can see the different colors. Like this is light red in here, but this is dark. This is dark. That's sweat. Okay. If you want to try the waist trimmer, drop me a comment. Drop me a DM, and I will send you a link to the shoppable video on TikTok that you can purchase this from. If you have a specific size that you want, make sure you put that in the comment or in the DM. Okay. And then these are all the workout enhancer gels that you can partner with the trimmers, whether it be the arm trimmer or the waist trimmer. You can get either the 6.4 ounce roll up tube, or you can get the 13.5 ounce jar in all the different scents that they have: citrus, mint, tropical, vanilla, coconut, watermelon, unscented, or their original scent. Okay? These are all of the workout enhancer gels, which will enhance your workout. So what they do is in the name. All right? I am going to roll my walking pad back in the room. And I'm just trying to give myself a little bit of extra time just in case my phone actually comes back on and I can resume my TikTok live. It's 11:29, y'all. We got 30 minutes until my birthday. It's 30 minutes till my birthday. 30 minutes till my birthday. I'm expecting everybody that's watching my Facebook live or my YouTube live right now to send me a text message in 30 minutes. If you up watching this live stream, you're going to be up for another 30 minutes. So send me a text message telling me happy birthday. Matter of fact, I might stay live just so y'all can tell me happy birthday. We can bring in my birthday together. Hold on a second. Let me roll this walking pad back in here in my room. All right, YouTube, I know you guys can still hear me, but my Facebook audience can't. So YouTube, thankful to you guys for rocking with me for this 2-hour or more session that I have had. Okay. Hold on a minute. I'm coming, y'all. I think I've changed my mind about staying on for another 30 minutes, even though it's going to be my birthday. I'm going to end the live here shortly. So let me just come back in here and end the live. Thank y'all so much for coming in and showing me love. I'm sure I ended up with probably over 20,000 likes on TikTok. Unfortunately, my phone died in the middle of my live stream, so I'll have to wait until it powers back up in order to end that. But YouTube, thank y'all so much for joining me. I'm going to end the live stream now. Again, I am not a doctor. This is not medical advice. This is for entertainment purposes. I go live every single day and walk on my walking pad for 30 minutes. Every other day, you will see me lifting weights. I'm LaShonda. I live in Charlotte, North Carolina. I hope you guys join me tomorrow from 9 p.m. to 10:30, working out. And I hope you join me for the remainder of my live streams and support my shoppable videos by purchasing some of the products. I do health and beauty products, and sometimes it's just random stuff that I love from the TikTok shop. I will be talking with the brands to see if I can actually feature the products on the different platforms like Facebook and YouTube. TikTok is really funny about me saying YouTube and Facebook while I'm on live stream. Sometimes they will shut down my lives or restrict them whenever I say YouTube or Facebook because they think that I'm trying to convince people to go to those other platforms. So I'm kind of glad that the TikTok live stream was interrupted because I can really talk to you guys a little bit more. Um, I've been in healthcare for over 20 years, but I am not a healthcare provider. This is not medical advice. Talk to your doctor before you start any exercise routine, before you do any supplementation, and even before you alter any of your diets. Okay? I'm doing what works for me. I have medical advice. I have talked to all of my healthcare providers about the supplementation, the exercise routine and program, as well as my dieting. So I will see you guys tomorrow, and I hope to see you guys tomorrow. If you are watching or rewatching while I'm no longer live, just put whatever comment you need, or if you need a link to certain products that I have talked about on this live stream, just drop a comment in here and put hashtag rewatch gang, or send me a DM if you don't want everybody in your business. Send me a DM. If you got my personal number, then go ahead and just text me and I will send you the link. Okay. All right, you guys. Love y'all so much. I will be 47 in 26 minutes. I'm thankful to you all. Happy birthday to me.